Good morning and welcome to another film on the Unearthed Detecting TV channel. Now I'm out detecting on my own today. Sorry, when I say on my own, away from Team Unearthed. Me and Gaz and Bailey have come down onto one of our farms. As you can see, we're on arable today. Now this field here has been one of the best fields we've ever detected on in my entire detecting career, if that's the right word. I've had more hammered coins and artifacts off this field than any other field I've ever been on anywhere. However, a little bit of a sour note, there has been nighthawkers on here, and I can still see the remains of footprints probably from a few months ago. And the farmer also said that he found a couple of guys detecting on here in the daytime as well, which is not ideal. I've not been on here for about 4 years. So it'll be interesting to see what turns up today, but I'm expecting at least something decent to show you guys back at home. So I'll be back with you on the first find. Wish us luck. Well, it hasn't took long. A real scratchy signal, because I'm actually using it in all metal, the metal detector today, the X-Terra Elite. And I'm going for all these sort of the low bounces, if you will, with it indicating iron and contamination, and picking the sweet signals out in between. And I've just got the first hammered, the first hammered of 2025. As you can see, it's a cut half. Looks probably like a short cross. It's quite an early one. I'm really pleased with that, because it's only like literally 2 minutes after I did the intro. And there you can see, yeah, it looks like a short cross. It's just his little face peeping there. I do apologise if I'm shaking, folks. I'm actually quite cold. And it's probably due to me getting old now, I guess. But that's a really brilliant start for me. I'm really pleased with that. That'll clean up quite nice. So there's the first hammered. Oh, you can see, I think it's Henry III. Voided long cross, cut half. Happy days. Second coin up. And that looks like, to me, to be very much like a farthing of James II, Charles II. So an encouraging start. The sun's up, still very early, 8:30 in the morning, and the finds are coming up. I'm happy with that. That might clean up quite nice. Got a bit of a hooter on him though, hasn't he? What a beak he's got. Whilst you're detecting on arable land like I'm on now, it's always crucial and imperative that you keep your eyes on the floor at all times, just looking for those surface finds, and I'll show you why. Just let me turn over to the other camera. Right, as you can see, an old medieval big old rusty nail lying on the top. Now, if you're finding these in quite a lot of these scattered around on the surface, you know there's going to be possibly a building here, habitation, a farmhouse. There's been something going on over the centuries, and nearby to this, a medieval broken jug handle. Now that would be 13th, 14th century all day long. It would have probably been glazed at some point. But when you're finding these on the surface, like this nail and these objects, you know potentially you're onto a good field where there's going to be artifacts and coins, and that's what's happened here. There's been something going on these fields over the years, and it's incredible for us to be able to detect over it, not doing anybody any harm. It's all ploughed, it's ploughed every year. It's just a pity the nighthawkers have been on before us. A little interesting find, and it's a little trade token from the 17th century. You can just make out some lettering on that edge. I'll give that a little gentle clean when I get home, and hopefully I'll be able to get the person who made the token. Yeah, just come up in amongst these rows here. Now, one question that I'm getting asked a lot about arable land is why do coins and artifacts come up so often on regular ploughed land? Now, this field's been ploughed for God knows centuries probably, and every time the farmer ploughs it, more material comes to the surface, and also has the same effect. It can drop things down, so you can get on it at certain times. One year it might be very productive and a lot of surface finds, you're only having to dig down an inch or so. Some other years the finds are a little bit deeper, so it's like a constant recycling over and over of the soil with the finds in it. So you can actually detect on these arable fields for years and years and still continue to find things, unlike pasture. Oh, I'm really pleased with this. Really pleased with this little find that's just come out of that hole. Got a little medieval coin weight, look at that. You can just see a figure on it. Can you see the figure? Of a man standing, a knight almost. Let's see if we can get it in the light for you folks. Yeah, we can, look at that. Sorry about the wind, I do apologise, I can't get out the wind today. But that's a beauty. Not sure what it is on that side just yet. But I love that, absolutely love it. Well, I'm having a cracking morning, I really am enjoying this. God, it's great to be back out. And I'm testing the new Fieldmaster Light Carbon Spade today. And what a joy, an absolute joy it is to use that. Anyway, last look. Fantastic. I've just had a shout off Gaz, he's detecting not too far away from me. He's just had his first hammered of the day. As you can see, it's a clipped penny of the medieval period. Could be York mint with that design in the middle. I'm not sure which king it is. You just see the crown peering over the mud. What a nice coin to find. Great session this morning. Here's a little turn up for the books. A little Roman coin. You can just see the Roman bust on the coin. Can you see that folks? Yes. First Roman of the day. That was a surprise because this field doesn't often produce Roman. I've had one or two brooches off it, but not many coins. So that's a welcome surprise. Excellent. Right, we'll move on. Oof, heart-stopping moment here. Now then, this is obviously live, so I'm seeing this as you're seeing it. I've just got a signal here, 19, 20, 21 bouncing around a bit, dug it out, flipped the soil over, and I've got the glint of gold. Now then, there's two things this can be, the real deal or foil, gold foil. Oh God, I hope it ain't gold foil. There, look, can you see that? I already know it's not gold, and I know because of the weight. It's gold foil. Oh, you! Why did you tease me so? A little tiny little signal. Here's a little mount, a little medieval mount, as you can see, a bit crude. There she is. First signal for a while actually. It's getting a bit rough. Just around here it's a little bit rough. And signals are hard to come by, so that's a welcome discovery, that. I like that. Tiny little everyday objects that are coming up. I've just been waiting for that perfect signal all afternoon. It's been a bit of a toil for the last hour and a half. And I've got it. There it is. And it's a hammered. I know it is because I can see it from here. And that looks very much like an early one. Yeah, I think that's a shorty. My friend the short cross. I'm not going to give it too much of a wipe, but yes, it is a hammered and it's a short cross, and it looks a decent one under that mud. So I'm going to give it a gentle wash, and I'll come back to you on that. Oh, my second hammered of the day, and I'm happy. Look at that. Yes, indeed. It is a short cross, and you can see the king's face just staring bleakly back at me. There he is. Very nice indeed. I love short cross. I love them. I was thinking about short cross on the way down actually. I haven't found one for a while, and then I get one. So that's the beauty of metal detecting. And there is the face looking back. And as the Boomtown Rat said, there's always someone looking at you. As the song went, I ain't going to sing it, but inside I'm singing it like mad because I'm really happy with that. Brilliant. Right, well, I've got an hour and a half left, so we could pull something else out easily. And I've just heard off Gaz, I've been to see Gaz, and he said Bailey's found a couple of Roman coins, so I'm going to go and investigate. Excellent day. Literally, what, I don't know, 6 feet away from where I found the short cross, and just now, next signal in. Curious little medieval artefact, as you can see. Almost looks like it's been a ring buckle, tiny little ring buckle, ring brooch. Bit small for it though. Yeah. I'll give that a clean off and see if we can get some better shots of that. It was definitely medieval. And I think the medieval stuff is in this area, so I'm going to stick around here for the next hour. Let's see what comes up. Yeah, another interesting find just up again in the same area. I'm looking behind me, probably 9-10 feet away from where the last two finds have come from. I actually thought this was a hammered. It's actually lead, and it's a cloth seal, I think. Looks like it's got a lovely coat of arms, almost like the coat of arms from Charles, the Charles reign era. And there you go, another decent find, folks. I'm loving this little session here now. Let's just see if I can winkle out more finds. Make hay while the sun shines. And that, if you're wondering, is the setup for today. Very straightforward. Doesn't get any straightforward than that, folks. Xterra Elite. Oh, what a session this has turned out to be. Look at this. Oh, that's got to be a ring. Oh, it is. It most certainly is. Silver, gold possibly. Could that be medieval? Right, I'll be back with you, folks. I have to say, a little bit shaky. Well, what I've managed to do is I managed to remove a bit of the mud off it, and it's silver with, it's been gold gilded. I thought it was actually gold at first, but it's silver, and it's been obviously gold gilded. I think that's medieval. Stone, unfortunately, folks, is missing. I'll get some clarification on that before I stick my neck on the block and say anything else about it, but I'm really chuffed with it. What a nice find, and I think that's the first fingering I've ever found on this field. It certainly looks medieval to me. Absolutely does. You can see the gold gilding leaching out the side of that. What I find, what I've done is, because this area is producing now, I've got the short cross and the rest of the bits and pieces, I've shouted Gaz and Bailey down so they can join in with me just around this area before home. I've never been a greedy detectorist, and I'm always keen on sharing an area that's producing discoveries. So hopefully we've probably got about 50 minutes left, maybe an hour before the sun disappears. So let's see if we can bring anything else to light. Right, I said earlier that Bailey had found a Roman coin, and what a Roman coin it is as well. Look at this. Look at that, that's absolute beauty, that Bailey. Well done, son. I would say that's probably one of your best Roman coins yet to date.
Best I've had.
Well done, son. Look at that. Let's have a look at the back side of it. Oh, it's a beauty. A polished type, isn't it? Now, who is it, I wonder? I'm trying to read the legend. Oh, it's a beautiful coin, that, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
Right, we'll see what else we can bring up in the last hour. Another signal out of this hole. And it turns out to be a bronze Roman coin, 4th century. Like the AE3 type. Just see the bust of the emperor facing that way to my right, and there you can see, is it a triumphal arch? I tell you what, these machines are bang on for the money, absolutely bang on.